Welcome to Skook's Tarot. My name is Marissa. This is a general reading for Gemini. It's a timeless reading. Gemini is Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. And if it doesn't resonate with you, check your other planets in the other signs. I'm going to do the simple 3-card spread of the first position being what you're dealing with right now. This position represents what is manifesting at the moment. And then the second card will be what you need to leave behind into the past, what you need to let go of. And the third card is what you need to look forward to, represents what you need to embrace. And probably a few cards as well for clarification and some advice from the universe to round it out. On the bottom of the deck is 8 of Earth, about skilled work, learning, going back to school, study, whether personal or traditional. Let's look here about what's going on right now. Archangel Jeremiel, renewal. Review and evaluate. Favorable assessment of facts. Time to move in a new direction. That is also considered judgment, awakening, inner calling, resurrection, something thought dead. Maybe old ideas that you had to put on hold for a while, Gemini. That maybe they're coming back up and you're saying, hey, maybe I can do these now. Or else there's somebody coming into your life that hasn't been around for a while. And this sort of thing. And perhaps also, a breakthrough, an awakening. 3 of Earth. Now that's, we're looking at what you need to leave behind, so we may want to read this card as a, in the reverse kind of way. It shows a butterfly and a fairy. It's about the power of creativity, recognizing that, being a team player is important. Being admired for your high-quality work. But 3 of Earth can also mean, in the reversed, frustration and obstacles to being able to do the things you want. Maybe feeling like you don't have the skills to do the things you want. You're not being recognized and honored for the contribution you give to wherever you are in whatever capacity you live, whether it's a job or whatever it is, whether it's in personal relationships or career or whatever. Okay, so perhaps you were a team player in the past also, and maybe you're not now. And you miss that. You miss being part of a group that has, a cohesive goal that you're a part of. And a lot of us have, in this last few years, lost connection to what we consider our team players, whether it's personal or collective or career or whatever. So I can see how that, this is a transformative kind of thing with the butterfly, and things have changed, and whatever's gone on in the past that you identified with, that you identified with what the work you did was, or whether you got recognition, whether you're part of the team, those sort of things. There's a changing of the guard now in some energies, and we're seeing that especially coming into the next few months. Because right here it says to review and evaluate, and so you have to kind of look back and say, okay, what worked, what didn't work, if I can't do particular things, if I can't do certain things now, what can I do? And this basically, this card of what you need to embrace now is a time to move in a new direction. It's not going to be the same old, you know. You're going to have to consider, hey, I guess maybe I have to branch out on my own, do my own thing, find out what I really, really want and love to do, that sort of thing. Okay? And let's look at what you need to look forward to and see if that's got some insights for you, Gemini. Let's see. Oh my goodness, well, that's a little too many insights. Thank you very much. Okay. Well, that totally makes sense. We have, this tried and true and comfortable place that you used to be in that no longer is a reality for you now, going into a new direction. And of course, what you're going to embrace is some significant changes. Powerful revelation leads to change. 16 is the Tower. Now in this deck, the Tower isn't, quite so horrific looking. It's not like you're landing on your head, But the Tower is traditionally source striking the SSDD life you've been living, the same stuff, the same experience, the same way you've always done it. And this enlightens you. It can be big or small. It enlightens you to have an epiphany about where you want to go. Time to spread your wings. A powerful revelation leads to change. Where you want to move to. This is about moving in a new direction. And something's going to happen that's going to enlighten you. It may not be pleasant. It doesn't have to be unpleasant, but it might just be something you're just going to go, well, that didn't work. I better try something else. Or, gee, that direction looks interesting now that I have nothing else to lose, basically. Let's pull some cards for the Three of Earth for the past. Let's see what a little more information. Oh, goodness. I'm not the best at doing that. My little hands. I'm trying, people. I'm trying. All right. I'll just take them because there were three of them and they came out. I figure, okay, you want to come out? Okay. Now, in the past, you've had to defend yourself, stand your ground, choose your battles wisely. I mean, it shows this beautiful woman or man. I'm not sure which it is. Doesn't matter. I guess it's a woman. Feminine energy. Riding on this incredibly beautiful dragon. Powerful dragon. And in the past, you've had to kind of be your own advocate a lot, it looks like. Gemini, you've had to defend yourself. You've had to say, this is what I think. This is what I think we should do. This is what I believe. And you may not have been respected for doing that. Sometimes they want you to be the team player, not the one who says, that's not going to work. Because, it talks about being a team player here, and I can see that sometimes being the team player kind of rankled a little bit. And in the past, there was decisions that, you thought would be fair and just decisions. You wanted to do what was right. You stand up for your beliefs. Once again, this is standing up for your beliefs. And it looks to me like you had flack on that, Gemini. You got flack on standing up for yourself, standing up for what's right, speaking your truth, because that's just the way you are. You speak your truth, Gemini. You don't pull back. You're not afraid to stand up to authority and say that's wrong. And that's not going to endear you to the, quote, team, unquote. I can honestly tell you that. And so you ended up juggling things, trying to fit in, trying to work with people, trying to bring a little levity and common sense to the table. And you had a little, basically people resisting the way you wanted to do things. Now, this can be about relationships. It can be about work. This can be about creative endeavors. It can be about some group you belong to that does charity. It could be a number. It could be anything. Whoever you were part of a team with, anyone could construe as a team, you did not fit very well because you are an independent thinker. And it's a little hard for you to swallow what you think is true and not speak it. So I can see, and you tried to juggle making everybody else happy and still living in your truth. And that had to be a little frustrating in the past. Well, you got to kind of forgive all that, forgive yourself for not succeeding in convincing people one thing or another, and just let it go. Just let it go. Now you have a renewal of purpose coming here in the present time. Favorable things. Favorable assessment of facts. You know what's true. You know what's right. You know what the truth is. And you know that it's time to move on to a new direction. And let's look what Archangel Jeremiel has to say about your current circumstances, about this renewal card. Nine of Water, Three of Water, Knight of Earth. Okay. So here we have a lot of feelings here. And you have this grounding energy, the Knight of Earth, who buckles down, gets things done. You honor your commitments. It can even mean our guardian angel, but it's a slow-moving energy, but it's a dependable, solid, honorable, ethical energy, loyal energy. And I think you felt there wasn't some loyalty back here, that you were loyal and they just blew it, basically, in your eyes. They have their lessons to learn as well. But you have Nine of Water now. This is about wishes come true and emotional, material fulfillment, taking your winnings home. It's also about when you move in a new direction that you have a clear vision about what you want, because this is the wish fulfillment. So if here she is under the water, she has all these chalices full of, riches, jewels, and gems, and gold, that when you change direction, you need to know what you really want. And you have to access how you feel. This is not something you decide in your brain, in your thoughts. And I know Geminis are very cerebral sometimes, very intelligent, very lucid in their thinking. But this is all about, you're going to have to access your feels here, your emotions. And then here is the Three of Water, a celebration. Oh, this is also about love. So if you're looking for love, have a good idea about, being the kind of person you want to attract. Because you attract someone who resonates with you. And this is, Three of Water is a celebration, a wedding, a graduation, a birth announcement. Need to have more fun. Nobody's more fun than dolphins. I've seen them in the wild, and they just have a ball. And they do it just because they do it, Sometimes you don't need an excuse to have some fun. And if your heart and your feelings are such that after all this stuff going on back here, you need a little levity, a little joy, a little fun, going to parties, whatever it is, have common sense, and take care of yourself in this process. But go and have some wonderful things happen, okay? Be open to them. Because the renewal card, the judgment card, says that awakening and inner calling, rebirth, and renewal. And somebody from your past that you liked a lot might be coming back in, okay? But this is all about being patient, hanging in there. It's coming. All this good stuff's coming. Now, sometimes the Tower happens, and these things happen for us, not to us. We would never go forward and progress if we never had anything that gave us a little bit of nudge, So let's look at life experience here. Let's see what the Tower in the future is all about for you, Gemini. Okay, I'm going to pull out the one that's on the bottom because I'm going to put it down here. In flow of abundance, a promising business venture, important documents or contracts. Okay. Well, let's look at life experience in the future, what the universe has to clarify that. What exactly is this Tower moment? What's going on for Gemini? King of Earth. Nine of Air, King of Air. Okay. So, you have a significant life event coming. Powerful revelation leads to change. It could be an opportunity that's coming. Could be someone who's coming. King of Earth can be a person. The absolute awesomest partner you could have. Man, woman. That doesn't matter. It's success. And it's about confidently accepting opportunities you're offered, the Midas touch. So let's look at these other things and see what is the Tower. What's going on with the Tower? Okay. This is the poor unicorns are exhausted again, expecting the worst, self-fulfilling prophecy. This is when you get into your head too much. Sleepless nights. But the Nine of Air is also about having faith and shifting negative self-talk to self-compassion. So whatever happens, you're going to be so tempted to just beat yourself up, Gemini, over it. But then you have the King of Air, which is brilliant, impartial, professional, diplomatic. And it's about speaking your mind with confidence, seek professional advice, balance mental and emotional considerations. I see all this as someone or some opportunity is going to come in that's going to shake up your perceptions. It's going to shake up what you thought you wanted to do with your life. That it's going to be like an epiphany of, wow, I never thought I could do that. And then you'll start, beating yourself up about, oh no, I can't do that. I'm not capable. I mean, it's just so different from what I've done before, and you're going to be tempted to fret and worry about it. And it's like, no, that's not, you have good things coming. It's not going to be bad. You've got the King of Earth there. And then you have the Ace of Earth, which is all about the inflow of abundance, a promising business venture, important documents or contracts. So whatever's going to be coming, you're going to have to fight the mental energies of the newness and strangeness of it, basically. It's going to be something that you just did not expect, but it's going to bring you such important and wonderful things that, you should realize that. Now let's pull a Sacred Traveler card here. Yeah, I see this is a pretty good reading. I mean, it's like all of us get several tower moments in our lives where what we thought was going to happen didn't happen, or something we didn't expect happens. And then we can look back, a lot of the time we can look back and say, well, that was really for my benefit. It really was. It was for my benefit. And it looks like the promise of abundance is right there. And you just have to have faith. It just said that there that you have to have some faith that this sort of thing is going to be all right. You certainly have a lot of warm, fuzzy stuff coming. And I would say that you should rely on those who love you and care about you for input and understanding. Maybe they can see things from a different point of view, can give you some insight. Voyage of the heart. Love flows through you and to you. Well, we can see that right here. And I'm going to read the little blurb on that in the book here, because I'm sure there's more to that story. Voyage. You are beloved. You are deeply loved and profoundly lovable. You are a sacred vessel for love to flow through you. The Creator is love, and in your essence, so are you. In all matters of romantic love, all is healing, or is already healed, on the inner planes. Trust the messages of your heart and follow them. If they are at odds with your mind, angels and guides are communicating with you. Listen to their soft whispers. Joyous love flows through you and to you. You deserve love. There's nothing you need to do to receive this vibrant energy. Tenderness and devotion are finding their way to you. The traveler walks with a light heart on the path, knowing that she is surrounded with love. Truly a day for rejoicing. Your capacity for receiving and giving love is expanding. Let your heart lead you forward. Your mission on earth is to deepen your ability to impart and accept love. And that is happening right now. And I kind of get it, because right in the middle you have this water. And I can't help thinking you have not been honoring your heart. You have not been honoring your feelings. And now is the time, Gemini, to honor your feelings. What you feel is just as important as what you think, if not more so. Okay? And it's more important than, what you do. Whether it's a job or creative endeavors, let's pull a flower therapy card. Azalea, wise soul, your soul carries ancient wisdom. Please embrace it, as you have the knowledge to help those around you. All right. Last but not least is our Until Today cards. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if this resonates with you, but it says, hopefully it's not, maybe if the shoe fits. There are people who walk around in grown-up bodies who are not adults. Until today, you may have been confused about the differences between grown-ups and adults. Grown-ups blame. Adults accept total responsibility for themselves and their actions. Just for today, spend some time examining yourself to ensure that you're developing adult qualities and behaviors. Doesn't mean you can't have fun. I hope this helps, Gemini. Keep thinking those good thoughts.